Well, Bidenomics has really taken a toll on everybody out here because Donald Trump has gone to work at McDonald's in Pennsylvania. Now, in 24 hours, when Kamala Harris goes to work at a Wendy's drive-thru window and acts like it's a novel idea, we'll know where she got it from. Now, the mainstream media, they are freaking out. They are apoplectic because Kamala Harris, she's supposed to be the joyful warrior. But let me just tell you, joy has left the building. Kamala, she's about as joyful as a woman who finds out her husband has impregnated the nanny. The mainstream media is also saying that Donald Trump working at McDonald's is a political stunt. Well, Kamala Harris going to the border after ignoring the crisis for 1,191 days, that was a political stunt. You guys know I'm not owned by the RNC or the DNC. I'm only beholden to the truth, and I call it like I see it. Kamala Harris, she went down to the border for 20 minutes in a $62,000 necklace and a wrinkled jacket to do a photo op. I have spent more time down at the southern border than Kamala Harris has. And whether you like Donald Trump or not, the man is authentic. His relationship with McDonald's is his longest running relationship in his life. Give the man a Diet Coke, a large waffle fry. He is a happy camper. And I can just tell you personally, as someone who's worked on a campaign, retail politics beats everything else. People want to see you out there working, putting in the sweat, putting in the time to earn their votes. There are also millions of Americans out there who work service jobs right now in this economy. I worked in a restaurant for years. I was a host, and let me just tell you, at rush hour, it was like the Hunger Games with people trying to get seated at a table. I worked in an ice cream truck one summer in the heat, and they wouldn't even let us turn on the air conditioning. It was like sitting in a sauna, cooking and boiling. So seeing a presidential candidate go out there and work a service job in a drive-through window, it's going to make millions of people feel seen. Now, Kamala Harris, she has Lizzo. I can't name a single Lizzo song, and Usher out on the campaign trail for her. And let me just say, most American voters, they are done with the political elite. They're done with Hollywood. We all know what's been going on in Hollywood for years. Usher, he used to live with P. Diddy. I talk about this all the time in my videos, but the political and Hollywood elites, they are so detached from what everyday Americans are going through. It's why Martha Raddatz on ABC News goes on air and says, well, just a handful of buildings have been taken over by Venezuelan gangs. Martha Raddatz, she lives in a multi-million-dollar mansion. Of course, the migrant crisis doesn't really affect her. Now, back to Donald Trump working at McDonald's. If he declared on day one of his administration to fix every single McFlurry machine across the country, he would win in a landslide, a Reagan-esque landslide. And look, I know we have to make America healthy again. We've got a chronic disease crisis in this country, but haven't the McDonald's fries gotten less salty over the years? Donald Trump, when I saw him making those fries, I was like, add a little more salt. Add a little more salt. If I had to choose one final meal on earth, it would be a McDonald's 10-piece nugget, a large fry with extra salt, and a McDonald's Sprite. A McDonald's Sprite is stronger than anything you've ever had to drink in your entire life. If Joe Biden took a sip of a McDonald's Sprite, he would combust. I also think it's funny that a lot of the mainstream media, the MSNBC, liberal folks, they're all upset about Donald Trump going to work at McDonald's, but hasn't Kamala Harris done a dozen interviews where she spends 10 minutes talking about her favorite Doritos? I think what the Democrat elites are really upset about is that the DNC, they were supposed to be the party of the blue-collar worker, the everyday American. Now they're the party of Obama shaming young black men and then going back to his mansion in Martha's Vineyard. And Kamala Harris, let's get down to brass tacks. She complained when she had to do a 20-minute interview in an air-conditioned building on Fox News with Bret Baier. She could barely handle that. She's acting like she went through some harrowing experience, so I don't know if she could work at McDonald's for even 12 hours. All right, my friends, thanks for liking and following. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think about Donald Trump working at McDonald's. What do you think about Kamala Harris going on the campaign trail with Lizzo? We've got about 15 days left until the election. I'll be here every day giving you the news you're not going to get in the mainstream media. I will see you on the next one. Bye.